Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kristen has some high expectations. Kristen believes she has the upper hand with Brady and Marlena, according to Days of Our Lives spoilers. Kristen believes she has the upper hand with Brady and Marlena, according to Days of Our Lives spoilers. Spoilers for Days of Our Lives. It's all for Rachel. Kristen DeMera has been doing her best to follow through on her custody agreement with Brady Black, but little Rachel Black has made that virtually impossible. She would rather be with her mother than her father and has no problem fleeing camp to prove it. Kristen believes she has a negotiating chip now that Rachel wants to live with her. To that aim, she pays a visit to Marlena Evans to discuss the custody agreement, hoping that Marlena may assist her in convincing Brady. Marlena was eager to help her with hypnosis last week, so perhaps their friendship has thawed, and she will assist her with the Rachel dilemma this week. Abe is a shambles. Abe Carver begins to hallucinate while under the influence of whatever medicines crazy cat lady nurse Whitley is giving him, and he goes on quite a trip seeing weird things that are not really there. It'll be intriguing to observe what's going on inside Abe's head and what he's actually thinking about during this trauma. Meanwhile, Whitley will have a lot more questions to answer when Steve Johnson calls and asks why she quit working at the hospital around the time Abe went missing. Whitley's situation is deteriorating, and she is poised to make yet another desperate move. Finally, Jerry Prentice cannot bear the shame of what he assisted Whitley in doing to Abe. He is aware that she is now drugging him, therefore that is a step too far for him. He goes to see the real Theo Carverto to tell him the truth, but he can barely speak. However, he may be forced to do so if Lonnie Price Grant is interested in what this young man has to say. She is convinced that something is wrong with what happened to her father and is desperate to find out what it is. Watch Days of Our Lives weekdays at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Peacock to see how these stories unfold. Bonnie drops a bomb on Maggie. Kate announces Philip is alive and, spoiler, pulls a gun on Kristen. The identical apartment last week had Brady, Alex, Stephanie, and Chad all interested, but Stephanie and Chad ended up getting it. Imagine their shock then when Alex abruptly shows up on their doorway shirtless after revealing he has moved into the flat down the hall from them. Maggie is confronted by Bonnie and Justin over Sarah harboring a significant secret from her that has been in the works for almost 9 months. Paulina learns from Kate that her son Philip, whom everyone believes to be dead and whose murder Brady was previously charged with, is actually still alive. Returning actor John Paul Lavoisier to the part can only imply one thing. Prepare your tissues because it looks like Days will finally acknowledge Victor's passing. Since Eric was upset to discover Nichols' child was actually EJ's and not his, Sloane and Eric have been trying to conceive. Eric is about to ask Sloane if she is actually claiming to be pregnant. What are the possibilities that Eric will be the biological father of 2 different women's children? After discovering from Jerry that Abe was still alive, Lenny eventually finds and confronts her father in Whitley's apartment. Whitley inquires about Lonnie and is informed by her that she is her greatest nightmare. After Rachel skipped summer camp and went straight to Kristen, the latter kept the child hidden from Brady. Brady informs Kristen that she doesn't have the right to kidnap their daughter because he is in charge, because he almost certainly suspects that their daughter is present. Then he takes out a revolver and points it straight at her. Johnny, Talia, and Channel forming a new love triangle? According to Days of Our Lives spoilers, Johnny DeMera will suffer in the coming days, pun intended. He was recently dumped by Wendy Shin and will continue to suffer as a result. But might he leave one love triangle only to enter another? Johnny DeMera's friendship with Channel Dupree caused him to be dumped. DOL teasers for the week of July 17th state that Johnny will seek help from his ex-stepfather Rafe Hernandez. He'll wallow in self-pity rather than confronting the real reason Wendy dumped him, his unresolved affections for his ex-wife, Chanel Dupree. One would assume that once Allie Horton departed Salem, Johnny and Channel would have leaped at the chance to reconcile. They didn't, and instead danced around their emotions. They'll probably dance around these emotions for the remainder of the summer. Johnny Demira collides with Talia Hunter. Day spoilers for the week of July 17th also indicate that Johnny will have a memorable encounter with Talia Hunter. Could these two detect a spark? The past Johnny has with Channel, and thus Dupree's history with Ms. Hunter, creates a unique dynamic in this love triangle. Channel's dislike for Talia is waning. While she was astonished and horrified to learn of her role in the Sweet Bits Biscuit/Stalker conspiracy, she knows that Talia was a victim of Colin Bedford's emotional abuse. That doesn't mean she trusts Ms. Hunter, and it certainly doesn't mean Dupree wants to see her ex-husband with her. This will also become more difficult because Talia has made amorous advances toward Channel. In the end, Johnny should investigate his love for Channel further. Nonetheless, it will be intriguing to watch if sparks flare between him and Talia. Do you want to see Johnny reunite with Channel or fall in love with Talia? Please leave your comments below. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any updates.